back, you know what I'm saying, with an early, lesson before the Sabbath day. You know what I'm saying? I just want to get a couple scriptures you know, on what we supposed to be doing on the Sabbath day, what we could be doing, you know what I'm saying, and just different things on how to keep it holy. You know, before we get started, I want to give all honor and glory to the Most High, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. Right, that's the only reason why we're able to do this. Right, we just gonna get the milk, just the basin. It's Exodus chapter 20 and verse 8. It says, remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. It says, 6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy work. Right, so the Lord gave us 6 days to get everything prepared and to do all the work that we need to. But the 7th day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God. In it thou shalt not do any work. Right, so we can't do any willful work on the Sabbath day. We can't go and work on the Sabbath day, man. Right, we're commanded to rest because that's the day that the Lord set apart, man. Right. Another thing that we could be doing on the Sabbath day is doing this. We could be doing this on the Sabbath day, getting our minds right. This is Deuteronomy chapter 10 and verse 16. Circumcise therefore the foreskin of your heart and be no more stiff-necked. Right? So on the Sabbath day, we can be trying to get our mind right and to not go back into the ways of the world, man. You know what I'm saying? So we don't be stiff-necked against the Lord. You know? We want to, guess what? Do and be obedient in our mind, man. It's a mindset thing, man. You know what I'm saying? We have to get our minds right in these last days, man. Right? So on the Sabbath day, you could be circumcising your mind, man, through what? These scriptures by doing what? Meditating, man. Meditating on the law. Meditating on different accounts in the Bible. To keep you in the spirit on the Sabbath day so you don't go off. This is Joshua chapter 1 and verse 8. Matter of fact, let's start at 7. Let's start at 6. No, let's start at 7. Only be thou strong and very courageous, that thou mayest observe to do according to all the law, which Moses my servant commanded thee. Turn not from it to the right hand or to the left hand. Right? So don't leave these laws, statutes, commandments. Don't go to the left and don't go to the right. Stay on that straight and narrow path, that thou mayest prosper whithersoever thou goest. This book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth, but thou shalt meditate therein day and night. On the Sabbath day, you could be meditating in the scriptures, man, that thou mayest observe to do according to all that is written. For then shalt thou make thy way prosperous, and then shalt thou have good success, right? So when we start meditating on these scriptures, guess what? The Most High God will what? What? Make our way prosperous. He'll make our steps right, man. Let's get that in Psalms chapter 37, I think. Yep. Psalms chapter 37 and verse 23. The steps of a good man are ordered by the Lord, and he delighteth in his way. Though he fall, he shall not utterly be cast down, for the Lord upholdeth him with his hand. But why is the Lord going to uphold him? Because a good man is going to order his direction and walk in the ways of the Lord. Right? Let's get what David said, man. We could even be doing this on the Sabbath day. Psalms chapter 119, verse 59. I thought on my ways and turned my feet unto thy testimony. I made haste, right? Sometimes we got to hurry up, man. A lot of times we be playing. You know, a lot of times we get distracted, but he said, I made haste and delayed not to keep thy commandments. We have to be keeping the commandments in these last days to the best of our ability, man. Let's get this one. This is Romans. Let me see if I can find it. Romans chapter 12, that's what it is. All praise to the Most High. Romans chapter 12 and verse 2. And this is what we need to also be doing on the Sabbath day. And be not conformed to this world. Don't be conformed to how the way the world wants you to do the Sabbath day. Don't try to be wise in your own eyes on the Sabbath day, man. Don't try to be wise in your own eyes, man. It says and be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that you may prove what is good, acceptable, and perfect will of Yahweh, right? So when you start to keep the Sabbath day holy, guess what? And you don't be conformed with the ways of this world, you gotta think later on, it's gonna be a lot of people that's gonna be breaking the Sabbath day. It's gonna be people that's gonna be buying and selling. It's gonna be people that's gonna be cooking. It's gonna be people that's gonna be, guess what? Doing their own thing on the Sabbath day like it's their day, right? They're not even reference the Lord, you know what I'm saying? But the thing that I'm here to tell you is renew your mind and come back to the Most High God, man. And with that, I want to give all honor and glory to the Most High, Yahweh, Bashim Yahushua. And with that, I say Shalom.